Why, hello there, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, Episode 11, Cartography. I do find it funny that we have, farm animals crossing over. I'm okay with it, but at some point I might change that setup a little bit to have them have their own little ranch at the top of the mountain or something like that. So, current priority is set up tiered farmland. I'm trying to make it look pretty in the process. There we go. Oh, yep, true. This needs to be mined out. And in fact, I could put soil back there, not here. So I can get rid of the here and have it be set up for farmland. Is gameplay similar to RimWorld? A bit. Different time era. Yeah, I mean, not too dissimilar. Alright, the defensive Merlins are in. I might actually get rid of this backstop here so that I can put Merlins in this row as well. Look a bit nicer, I think. I could have just moved the door out. I could have. I won't, but I could have, yeah. I like it the way it is. And I think this will look nice once it's done. The sort of like reinforced limestone brick walls with farms behind it. I think it will look pretty. Oh, Trolla's ruthless. Happy birthday, Trolla. So, you bargain real good, but it hurts your speechcraft. And you are more likely to have negative social interactions, which I'm not super fond of. Aging up in this game is a little bit rough compared to RimWorld, as you may have been able to tell. How's the clothing going? We still have, like, so much stuff in this stockpile that doesn't belong. Or no, that's actually not true. What I would need to do is to raise the priority. Oh, no, it is high priority. Very high. So all this iron nugget stuff should be hauled away. It just isn't yet. Do they get kids? As far as I know, like, relationships is not a feature that is in yet. So they have friendships, but, like, definitely no children, nothing like that. Actually, you know what? Let's move that. Yeah. Unfortunately, the limestone brick doesn't like stand out so much from the limestone mountain, but I still like it. I still like the look. It's looking more defensible. And research 2 is done. So that's going to open up a lot of potential research, because with research 2 we can make our own textbooks. So let me type up some additional choices. So we have infirmary bed, we have defensive structures 2, we've got cartography, I can add steel, fletching for better bows. Wow, I spelt that wrong. I spelt that really wrong. Glad I caught that. Don't switch the E and the L. It means something very different. I'm not going to work on like stone carving and that sort of niceties yet, because we're just poor. Beekeeping. I'm not going to do rug making for the same reason. Armory. And ice making? Might not be a terrible thing to do, you know, heading into the winter. So, and I'm not going to bother with the axes yet. I could do silvering. There it goes. It's almost off the screen there, but 10 options for you to pick from. A generous smattering of choices. Curving the corners might look cooler. Like this, I guess. Maybe not there. Maybe this should be just like that. Something. I don't know. I think actually not curving it and making it blocked out like that kind of looks better. Maybe I'll just pull. I'll leave it the way it is and pull for it. Alright, we have that stairwell. Now we just need the physical wall embankments, and I'll start replacing the soil. What are you producing? Why are you walking? What are you holding? Another thing is I want to figure out like why people are running so far away from the base to sort of limit where they work and what they do to be more productive. So some of this might just be they're running for like sticks or wood or something like that, which is why they have to move so far. But I'll start to pay a little bit more attention as to where they're going and why. Like some of it is obvious, like Scumdog is grabbing the mechanical components for Stockpile. Like that makes sense. That totally makes sense. But others might be more nonsensical. Yeah, after seeing it, you agree it didn't look so cool? Yeah. The rounded doesn't look super sexy. In fact, maybe this should be non-rounded as well. There, we got the ladder there. That will help out. I'll start replacing the soil. You know? No, I'll go from furthest out to in. The other thing I could do is to remove a tier. Maybe after this poll is done. By remove a tier, I mean, like, dig away into the mountain so that there's a wider flat section. So I could keep the tiers, but have it be, like, every other or something like that. Or to, you know, I'll have you guys decide that. There's also the potential advantage of adding bedrooms that are, like, into the mountain with, like, windows. So that instead of just, like, tiered here, if I... Maybe I won't even pull for it, because I really like the idea. Is dig this out, and then have the bedrooms be inset into the mountain with, like, chateau, outlooking window, door, terrace things. I think that would be super sexy. So I'll probably do it. I'm gonna do that. All right, we'll say cartography is next research. That will give me the cartography table and be able to figure out who my neighbors are, etc. Which is kind of nice. Scumdog just lost his clothing and decayed off of his body. That's funny. It'd be great if, like, my people stopped insulting one another. So I think the way to go here is to say no raw materials here except for salt, sticks, and wood, and no manufactured materials except for vinegar, pigment, components, tallow, beeswax. Despite the stockpile priorities, no one was hauling stuff out of the stockpile because I think it's, like, allowed, and they were like, oh, okay, we're not going to do it. But I'm getting tired of that, so I want them to pull the raw silver and the raw iron out and replace it. You know, I think I actually just like the look of just unmessed with block walls. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. It's very strange. These animals might be getting cold. Maybe that's it. But I was going to say it's very strange that they're just, like, huddled around the funeral pyre. It's like, this is kind of an odd place for animals to be. So that this doesn't look strange, maybe I'll backfill that as well. Animal cult. Called the lamb over there. Ooh. A dead doe. Or buck. Right at my doorstep. That's kind of nice. They're huddled around there for food? Ugh. I mean, I guess. So most of people's complaints are just ugly apparel. Which is weird, because actually this person doesn't have ugly apparel. Jungian? So that must be an old moodlet that is fading? These rags are not fit for me. Settlers mind if their apparel is poor quality. But it's not poor quality. It's sturdy. It's good quality. So, like, shut your face hole, man. You're just a whiny little... I'll stop myself there. I mean, you could be scumdog running around in your skivvies. Like, it could be worse. So I don't have enough resources for additional winter clothing. I could open it up to linen cloth, because I do have a lot of flax. But I think what's inevitably going to happen here is I'll pause the cap queue. We're going to dismantle stuff that we don't want anymore. So let's make sure that... Actually, it looks like it's been dismantled. It might mean we need to hunt or slaughter. I don't want to slaughter the young yet, just because they aren't full yield. I'd rather fatten them up. So let's check overview for wildlife. Goat to hunt. All right, let me sort by animal type. So there's 2 goats that are mature. And that's it. Then we'd have to hunt wolves. And I could definitely hunt wolves if I drafted and did it together. But as long as there's stuff to automatically hunt, that's what I'll do first. So it's easier. So yeah, I like the attractive terrace look a lot. I approve. And Rager's finally getting the retaining wall in, and then we'll start replacing the soil, the rocky soil, with proper soil. Anywhere where it's already soil, I can leave, obviously, but I think most of it is rocky soil. Let me look that up, actually. Going medieval rocky soil. I don't know the answer to it. If rocky soil has like a grow negative modifier. Do you guys know? I could leave it, because if it's under... if we plant over it, you're not even going to notice. You only would notice if it's unplanted. So some of this is actually just limestone that needs to get replaced. But a lot of it doesn't seem to be an issue. Alright, checking up on Trala. Cooking is close enough to be met. But apparently there's no materials left for tailoring. We're like out of stuff unless I open it up to flax or linen. So let's open it up to linen. On our map tile, it's going to get a lot colder than it is going to get warmer. In the mountains, summer is not hot. So we'll use our flax and linen for warmth clothing. Only trees can grow on rocky? All right, let me confirm. I mean, it's not that I don't trust you, but yes, you are correct. Okay, so we'll have to replace that. Trees can go on rocky, but not crops. Got it. Thank you, GMT. That clears that up right quick. I could have just experimented, apparently. Just tested for myself. So we'll start to replace all of that soil from rocky to fertile. And then get our farms in next spring. I am going to do a full restart, though, because I'll call this Twitch 1, because it's game starting to chunk. Been 7 hours. Kind of a halfway, well, a little bit more than a halfway point. So, quick little reboot to get it running better, because Jotunheim is chunking around. Do I have enough soil? Probably don't have enough soil for all of it, but as I dig away on it, it will free a lot of additional soil up for construction. So, like, if I have to acquire more soil, I can dig it out of the surrounding terrain, no problem. The time remaining, if you're wondering, is at the top of the screen. Oh. Echo's driving me crazy. She keeps scratching at the door. So yeah, this is what I was saying at the start of the stream. Plague ravaged the British Isles, leaving a trail of destruction, and we fled the cities to come here. I actually might already be out of dirt. No, that's not true. Got 92 dirt. It's 5 a plot, so we almost have we have enough for like 18 plots. Which is not a bad amount of dirt. For having not purposely acquired it. Game's definitely running smoother. And you guys wanted cartography. There it is. What to research next? Up to you. So cartography gives us a caravan halt where we can prep to depart a caravan. I don't know where to put this yet. I was going to put it like somewhere where Iscandia's bed is. And then it also gives you a cartography table, which awkwardly I'm just going to like put here because I don't have room inside the base for it, and I don't think it cares if it's getting rained on. Which opens up the region map. Or are they under the... Maybe they're under the roof. Maybe that's what's going on here. It's not so much that there's a funeral pyre, it's just that they're going where the roof is or something. To get out from the potential rain. That's probably way more likely. The scenario. Alright, overview. Wildlife. There's still a goat. 2 goats. Liara, let's have you go hunt them. Wilderness Farm will take the rest of the stream? I hope not. We don't need a huge one. You know, it doesn't cost too much for us to plot. I'm not trying to go the entire circumference of the mountain either, necessarily. Just enough to relocate all the crops that we need, like the red currants and the cabbage and the beets and the barley, and potentially herbs, you know, inside. So it's a project, but it, you know, as long as I prioritize it and micromanage it, it should be okay. Fletching, got it. And winter has set in. Booze looks still pretty good. Meat, red currants, cabbage look okay. Barley looks okay. There's always, of course, fish if we need a fish. So I'll queue up some fishing of pike and trout. Making sure that we have food stored for the winter. Oh, it looks like the wolves are eating? Yeah, the wolves are fishing. And yeah, I could do a big old hunt on foxes and wolves, because pretty much the map tile is like full of foxes and wolves at this point. So we could make a big effort to group hunt that. Yeah, I don't know if a proper moat is truly obtainable by end of stream unless we have like a huge population boon or something. Magic happens. Maybe if we get some magic. But I wouldn't hold our breaths. Trying to keep things reasonable. That stockpile is starting to look better. pulling the stuff out that doesn't belong in there. I think some of the problem is Trella keeps making, like, bad clothing, and then it has to get broken down continually. I mean, oh well. Roger, what are you even working on? He's working on the walls. Valid. So the west retaining wall is done. Meaning you should probably make the cartography table next, I'd imagine. And then fill the dirt spots. Oh, it's snowing. It's above freezing, but it's still managing to snow. Technically not impossible, but unlikely. I've definitely seen... Oh, now it's below freezing. So over in our farmland, you can see that growth is halted due to low temperature. And then if I don't think it's going to grow anymore, I'll just do a harvest and remove the fields, keeping, you know, and relocating them. That's the plan. So in order to get fletching, oh, that's just standard Chronicles. Cool. So I don't need the, cold snap. Okay, given that there's a cold snap, I'm gonna be blue for this. Let's get our heat source in here to be intense, warming it up, and then I'm gonna create a copy of this brazier and stick it in our kitchen too, to heat up the kitchen as well. So that we have more heat, because we have... Oh, no, Scumdog's finally wearing some clothing. He got some sturdy winter clothing. Good. I was going to say, we have some Nikki people. And that was going to be a problem. That got resolved, at least. Region map. So here's the region. We are up here in the mountains. We have regional influence about 23%. As your settlement grows, so does your influence in the region. To gain influence, you must enrich your wealth by amassing resources and constructing buildings. Victory in battle and repelling enemy raids increases your influence even faster. Reaching 100% influence means your settlement is the most influential in the region. It's kind of hard to see, but there's like a yellowy shadow area around here of like our regional influence. And then here's the other factions. So we have the progeny of the plague, who are cannibals living to our northeast. They're permanently hostile. They hate us. To the southwest, we have the faithful sons of England, who belong to a monarchy, and we're neutral to them. Then we have the philosophers of the natural order. We've got neutral as well. The forest bandits, permanently hostile. The river bandits, permanently hostile. The Church of the Third Coming, who are friendly to us because we've done a lot of trade with them. So we wouldn't want to piss them off. More forest bandits. Over here is the Heresy of the Rose. Neutral. Oak Brethren. So this is the Bird Simreg. I believe Scumdog ran from them. So they're hostile, but not permanently so. So we could fix our relationship with them by caravanning out to them and giving them gifts. And then last but not least, more rubber bandits. So we are hostile with one faction that are 21 tiles away, like map tiles or whatever, that we could repair a relationship. But a lot of the people that we're hostile with are permanently hostile, and they're going to be permanently hostile forever. That's fine. Can't be fixed. Nope, that's already dirt. Anywhere where it's dirt, I don't want to replace, so that... all rocky soil. I'm just going to assume it's all rocky soil. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. So once we have this terrace, I think I'm going to terminate it here, and this will just be wall. So it's a sort of a finite space. So get that mined up. So that's the extent of this current project, is to replace that with soil. And I don't think it's going to get any warmer, so I'm just going to harvest what I can out here. How's the temp in Ascandia's bedroom? Probably not great. Oh, 40. It's cold, but it's not like you're gonna die cold. And if I got the intensity of the other heat sources in the base warmer, it should warm up a bit. So it's like 50 degrees Fahrenheit in the entryway, which is comfortable in warm clothing. And then 41, which is like refrigerator. Not great, but not gonna kill you. Unless you're wet, which she isn't. Down in the cellar, the fermenting room is the right temperature, and then the freezer's hovering around freezing. She doesn't have a heat source near her bed. I know. I don't have bedrooms yet. Let's see. She is not complaining about the temperature, though. She just wants to drink. Oh, that also reminds me. I have not been setting these right. Cooked meals. Not that I have packaged meals. I mean, wasn't much of a problem. But if you guys are concerned, I will, I'll plop a brazier up there for her. Give him the cold snap. Doesn't hurt. All right. It's heated now. Whoops, that punched a hole way worse than I thought. That goes into the room. Let's get that patched up. It's gonna get real cold in our bedroom without that. There we go. Now, for this to be a chamber, a shared bed chamber, it needs no workstations or an infirmary bed. That's not a bad goal. because there's mood bonuses, if that's the case. So I'm going to move the stone mason... well, that was foolish. I'm going to move the stonemason down there. And then the research maybe to the stockroom? And that should fulfill a shared chambers, and then also allow me to move a bed, a Scandia's bed, into the bedroom, which would be better than, you know, having her sleep in a hallway, I think. So yeah, it is a shared chamber now. Space already occupied. Blarney. Relocate that there. Thank you. This is going to be a bit of a annoying puzzle to fill the space. And yeah, it's covered in books. Not great. We don't have a library yet. Everything in progress. Hey, Rager, stop praying and can you move that bed? And move her bed. And then move this one again. It doesn't let you relocate a bed where it, like, currently is. It's fussy about that. Yeah. A bedroom with books all over the floor is, like, you know, not a weird thing, right? Alright, there we go. Now we have a shared bedroom, and then this little brazier here be relocated top the steps and like set to a low intensity, just for cosmetics. Also will help with a little bit of heat. And then this brazier I'll set to low intensity. It's not super important that the kitchen's heated, but we'll make sure that the bedroom stays temperate. So I have this on medium because the cold snap is not that bad right now. Maybe out of soil. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 23rd and December 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this episode was cut from a live stream marathon, and all the content has already been recorded, so changes cannot be made. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and a link to that can be found in the description of this video, and also a link to Discord if you would like to join my online gaming community. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and everyone that turned out to the live stream, and also viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow restitutionists and oak brethren.